what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Hey everybody, JokerFit here with another video. Yeah, sorry guys that there weren't any videos posted last weekend. School just started again after winter break, you know, it was just busy when we come back from any vacation. So sorry for the absence of videos perhaps. And so what I'm doing today is I got a video review continuing my series of video reviews commemorating the 30th anniversary of Return of the Jedi with the 2012 Toys R Us exclusive speeder bike and biker scout or scout trooper, whatever you want to call it. But first, before I start talking about the set, I just wanted to kind of put this out there. So right now I'm kind of hovering around like close to 240 subscribers, and just want to say again, thank you to all you guys for subscribing, for watching my videos and stuff. I've said before, I always take every opportunity I can to thank my subscribers, but for my 300th subscriber kind of special, I would like to do a giveaway, hopefully. Right now, if you've noticed, I have some ads in front of my videos. It depends on what it is and like copyright and thing. So right now I've made almost like $70 off Google AdSense, which that sounds really good, but I can't touch any of that until it gets to the $100 subscriber, $100 cash out amount. And so once it does hit the $100 cash out amount and I get that check, I am going to definitely put it towards buying stuff for a contest, because I want to make this a big, hopefully it'll happen in time for 300 subscribers special, so I can do a contest then. I would really like, you know, kind of making up for not doing a contest beforehand. But pretty much that's just background. And so what I want to know is that if and when I do get that check from Google, would you guys rather have like a bunch of small kind of like, you know, Hasbro Star Wars stuff, or would you like maybe like one or two bigger, more expensive Star Wars items? I don't know, it might even be a sideshow, I don't know. So pretty much it depends if you guys want a lot of Hasbro Star Wars stuff or maybe one nicer Star Wars collectible. Again, might be a more expensive Hasbro set, or it may be even a sideshow. I don't really know at this point. So it's still a bit away, just putting this out there. So, you know, if you please put it in the comments which you'd rather have. A bunch of kind of, you know, 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figures, or just one like big Star Wars thing. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Just putting that out there in the front of the video, because you know, if you put it at the end of the video, some people might stop watching and stuff. So I want to get as much feedback as I can from you guys, so I can decide what I'm going to do for the giveaway. So anyway, yeah, that was a mouthful. We've already wasted 3.5 minutes. Well, I wouldn't say wasted, but we've distracted from the main topic of the video, and that is review this guy again, the Toys R Us 2012 Toys R Us exclusive speeder bike with Scout Trooper or Biker Scout, whatever you want to say. So yeah, I got this. I literally just got this. It came in the mail today, about a week ago or a week and a half. It was before New Year's. Toys R Us had a buy one get one 50% off sale on all their Star Wars items. So I went ahead and ordered 2 of these biker scouts or scout troopers with the speeder bikes, because it's just kind of an opportunity to army build. I've opened one so far. The other one I have in packaging, which I will show in just a second. And first off, just initial impressions, blah blah. Getting a little blah speech, you know? Yeah, I do that a lot. So, anyway, initial impressions on this guy is, it's a pretty nice set, I must say. Is it worth the $20 or $21, $22 that Toys R Us retails it for? I'm not sure about that. It does come with a lot of accessories and stuff, but I'm not sure if I would think that it's worth exactly $20. Maybe if it was in the price range of $15 to like $18, maybe that'd be more cost efficient to what you actually get from this. But again, I got this at a buy one get one 50% sale on ToysRUs.com. So I got one for retail and one for the price of essentially a single loose or a single carded Star Wars vintage collection figure. So let's go into the details. First off, what I'd like to talk about is get this little biker scout off his speeder. Let's see. I'm getting those off the handles real quick. There we go. And you can see it's taking me a minute to get him off the bike. The pegs do work nicely on the pedals. But first off, let's talk about the figure, the included Scout Trooper himself. This is probably the worst engineered part of this set. And honestly, this is probably my least favorite biker scout or scout trooper figure that I own. Especially in comparison with here. For comparison, I have, this is the first like super articulated scout trooper. This was initially released in, I believe, the vintage original trilogy collection. But it's been re-released many times since then, like 30th anniversary, I think maybe Legacy. But anyway, this is probably the most common or most used biker scout sculpt to this point. And rightfully so. It is an amazing figure, tons of detail, pretty decent articulation. The only real bad thing about this Scout Trooper is that the hip joints are just, cut joints, whereas this new Scout Trooper has ball joints, I believe, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a ball, but, or at least a joint that has the same articulation as a ball joint, so really it's just the same thing to me. So, that's about the only advantage that this Scout Trooper has over this Scout Trooper. The detail on this Scout Trooper, I have to say, is kind of a letdown. The paint job overall is just a little bit sloppy in parts, especially in the face mask area. I don't know if I can get this camera to focus. Let's see. Again, I know my lighting's not the best, but trying to just show you guys the overall detail paint job on the helmet. Yeah, so not the best paint job. Another thing that I do like about this new Biker Scout is that he does have a double jointed neck, so he can look up all the way for good displaying poses on the speeder bike. Other than that, I found on mine that this little kind of chest waist joint, whatever it is a bit loose. It just kind of like, if you shake it around, he'll be like, just kind of, like that. The shoulder joints are not painted white, whereas on this one they are painted white. These kind of little wrist, I guess kind of glove gauntlet joints, because not really on the wrist. This one over here on this side of him wants to pop off pretty easy. So yeah, just kind of quality control issues, I guess, on this figure. Again, this might just be mine. I haven't opened the other Scout Trooper yet, so I can't really speak for just like a whole in general. But just from this figure itself, it is a bit disappointing compared to the really nice VOTC Scout Trooper. And this figure honestly would just be a lot better if it had a better paint job. Oh yeah, also another thing is on the VOTC one, it has a nice like kind of dirt effect on the boots, whereas this one is clean. Again, just kind of being a little nitpicky, but they could have made a nicer Scout Trooper, especially considering they want you to pay like $22 for this set. So anyway, that's enough with the Scout Trooper. The accessories that the whole set comes with, he comes with 2 of these little Imperial blaster pistols that the Scout Troopers use. I'm not the best at remembering like in-game, or not in-game, in-universe weapon names or designations, so if you know what this little pistol is officially called in canon, feel free to leave it in the comments. It comes with this little stand that clips on the front end of the speeder bike, where you could pretty much just allows it to kind of be like in a parked position. What else? Also on the bottom, I have it attached, is this little cannon, tripod cannon. It says on the box, customize your speeder bike. Pretty much what they mean is that you have the option to add this cannon or not, and if you don't want it on the speeder bike itself, it can make a little tripod cannon, which is pretty neat. To be honest, I like how it's, you can just like attach it to the bottom, make it look like a heavy-duty speeder bike, I guess. But it is a pretty nifty little piece. And before I go into the bike itself, again, here is what the set looks like in its packaging. Of course, you got a nice, cool image of the Scout Trooper right there with it holding his pistol, and he has a little reflection in his visor. I like that effect. It says speeder bike with Scout Trooper. Of course, Toys R Us can't resist putting their only Toys R Us sticker on there. Again, Star Wars logo. Other reviewers have said this, and I agree that I'm glad that they didn't put the little Darth Maul logo that they had for 2012. Obviously, 2013 is going to be Yoda. But since this is an original trilogy set, it would be a little weird having Darth Maul on the packaging. And if you can see in there, that is what the cannon looks like in its tripod mode. What else? Oh, and the little flight stand, I haven't talked about that. But that's pretty much it. And then on the back, you have some nice images. Makes the figure look a lot better than in actuality. All the little features. On the bottom, it has a little instructions on how to transform the little tripod cannon into a attachable cannon on the bottom of the bike. And that's pretty much it. The top just says what it is again. And that is it for the packaging of the speeder bike with Scout Trooper. Oh yeah, also, this is the one I already opened. You can give a nice little look at the little backdrop diorama that they included. That one, they kind of photoshopped in the cannon on that one, so I think that's nice that they did that. And overall, I think that could be a pretty cool backdrop if you take it out and maybe use it in a diorama. I might do that. Again, just got this, so I don't really know. And so here we are with the bike itself. Again, the cool little flight stand that it comes with. I like that they use clear plastic, so it gives you the illusion that it actually is hovering above the ground, zooming through the Force of Endor. As far as the bike itself, pretty nicely detailed. I have to agree with the consensus that this is by far, I think, my favorite speeder bike that Hasbro has made. The colors are really nice. The paint job is really nice. I guess all the money that they took away from the design of this Scout Trooper they put towards the bike, which I don't really have a problem with that. It's a very nice bike. Totally new mold. Instead of having like the exploding feature that older bikes had, where you just like press down and this thing go flying apart, none of that feature remains. The little handles, instead of having the flaps on the back attached to the handles, where as in the parking position, the handles or the back flaps would automatically close because of a spring. Now they're just posable however you want to. So whether you miss the exploding feature or not, I guess that's a matter of opinion. Really, I guess it was a nice play feature if you were into that. But as far as just like a kind of movie accurate bike, this would have to take the cake. Nice little kind of weathering on the bike. You can see the little gunmetal splotches of silver. Yeah, just really nice detail overall. The bottom, little rubber hoses, nice that they weren't like hard plastic, so it actually gives, again, more of an illusion that this is like an actual little prop or something. The handles up here, that's another problem I have with that. Well, it's one of the few problems I have with the bike. That these bars right here, first off, they're very hard to move. You can really only move them back a bit. You can't really move them forward, whereas I like in the other one that you could, in fact, move it forward, like if he's like kind of accelerating or whatever, coming to a stop. Also, mine were a little bent in packaging. Both of mine were, where like this didn't fit into the little molded plastic. I don't know what you would even call it. You know what figures come in where they're all molded plastic and taped in. It got bent out of place, so it wasn't in there. And it's like that on both of my bikes, actually. If you can see, let's see if you can see that other handlebar, not the one closest to the camera, but the one farthest away. It is bent out of shape, which that's a shame. But again, that's probably just a little quality control thing on my mind, or on my bike. I swear I'm messing up so many times today. But yeah, very nice bike. This is a smaller bike, more in scale with the figures, more movie accurate. You can see also, I already mentioned in the beginning that these pedals are pretty nice. They fit very snugly on the Scout Trooper's pegs on his feet, so that's nice that it works well. Other reviews you can look up to see how well like Endor, Luke, and Leia fit on there. I'm not gonna waste any time on that. But yeah, so very nice bike, I must say. Again, my favorite that Hasbro's made so far, and the most movie accurate Hasbro's made so far. Again, the posable flaps, so if it's parked, you can have these flaps down, and if you have it blazing through the Force of Endor, you can have it full throttle, and woo! So yeah, very nice. Especially looks really nice displayed on this flight stand. You just peg it into the back, have your Scout Trooper on there, and it is a very nice display piece. So overall, the bottom line on this set, I definitely, it is the best speeder bike that Hasbro's made so far. The Scout Trooper is lacking in some departments, like I already said. The paint work is just not up to par with like the VOTC Scout Trooper or Vintage Saga. I don't know. He's been released many times, like I said, and I checked on Amazon, and you can still get this figure very cheap, just $10, the same price you would pay for any vintage collection figure at retail. So I would probably recommend getting this guy. He doesn't fit as well on the bike as the other one, again because of the hips are kind of just cut joint. But he still looks decent on there, and he is an overall nicer Scout Trooper. But the one that is included is not a horrible figure by any means. It's just not the best in the paint department. But Hasbro did, you can tell they paid special attention to upgrading the articulation so that he could fit on the bike. So, yeah, I would recommend this set. Again, retail I think is a bit too pricey. In the $15 to $17 range is probably the most I would have paid for this. But again, Toys R Us likes to make all kinds of like buy one get one 50% off sales and all that jazz. So you will likely find this guy on sale sometime, especially as Toys R Us will be wanting to get the 2012 product out of their warehouses so they can make room for the 2013 stuff. So yeah, that's it for my review of the speeder bike with Scout Trooper 2012 Toys R Us exclusive. Again, reminder from the beginning of the video, 300 subscriber contest hopefully will happen. They'll have the money to do so. If not, we might have to make it like 350 subscriber contest, something like that. Anyway, the next big milestone in subscribers. So, thank you guys for watching again. Yeah, I almost forgot. again, in the comment section below, tell me if you'd rather have a lot of the smaller Hasbro figures, a lot of those guys, or whether you'd have like one more expensive collectible. So yeah, again, tell me in the comment section below, and I will try my hardest to make this happen. If not, well, then it will happen at a later date. So yeah, thank you guys for watching as always. This is Joker Fett, signing out. Bye.